The chaos that we've seen in the past 48 hours of Donald Trump taking office only opens up more questions than answers, okay? Did we just see the biggest rug pull in American history? That's what some people are saying. And at the same time, Donald Trump is launching a shitcoin 48 hours before he takes office. He's even issuing warnings of a Great Depression. And during his inauguration speech, we saw no mention of him confirming a strategic Bitcoin reserve, or we saw no confirmation of one of his most important promises to the Bitcoin community that he promised only a couple of months ago. I'm going to play you that promise for you guys out loud so you can hear the words of America's 47th president.
And if you vote for me on day one, I will commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht to a sentence of
Well, I mean, hey, it's day one. Trump said he would let Ross Ulbricht out of his cage and his prison cell on day one. And after day one, we've only really seen more and more questions raised as opposed to getting answers. So today I want to break down everything that's going on America's craziest day that happens every 4 years. I'm going to be talking about how all of this affects Bitcoin. Again, we don't know what is going on right now. Why is Donald Trump issuing Great Depression warnings? Look at the price of Bitcoin as well. Let's quickly just have a look at how volatile Bitcoin has been over the past 48 hours. It's actually been bananas. It's been absolutely nuts. I think it's been scaring a lot of people out of Bitcoin who do not have conviction of what they hold. Okay, if we do take, I want to zoom all the way in to the price of Bitcoin. I want to show you like a 3-hourly chart so you can see all of the chaos. We nearly saw a God candle yesterday on the daily. Have a look at how these leveraged traders have been getting absolutely wiped over the past 48 hours. We can see Bitcoin crashed from 106,000 to 99,000 in a matter of 4 hours. Then it pumped back up to 109,000. That was a $10,000 move in 12 hours. Now we've dumped back down to $100,000. As you guys might be able to see in the background, we've got the price of Bitcoin on the big screen behind us. We are just over $100,000 at the time of recording. And Wheels83 mentioned it in the chat. No mention of Bitcoin in President Trump's inauguration speech on day one. Again, this is why I just want to ask some questions today, not come into any conclusions, but I do want to have a look at many of the promises that Trump has made. We played you the video of him previously saying that Ross Ulbricht would be commuted on day one. His tweet's a funny one. I still don't know whether Isabella's joking or not, but she did say, is this the biggest rug pull of American history? No mention of freeing Ross Ulbricht, no mention of a Bitcoin strategic reserve, but he did mention oil and energy. Again, I like this caption. This caption is what makes me think that maybe she was joking. Moral of the story, men lie to get what they want. I thought that was a funny tweet, but there was a little bit of seriousness in that tweet. We haven't got Ross Ulbricht freed from his cage, his jail cell yet. It hasn't happened. And what I think is really interesting is we have warnings. We have Trump's economic advisor warning on why another Great Depression is unlikely. Meanwhile, at the same time, we kind of saying that Trump is saying that Harris's ticking time bomb that she has put into motion could create a 1929 style Great Depression. I apologize. I'm really sick, guys. I hope that cough didn't hit you guys in the ears too hard. But I think what is really interesting is I think the past 48 hours has been incredibly chaotic. Again, we're not going to talk about the meme coins in this live stream. I might separate that into its own standalone live stream here in maybe 10 or 15 minute times when I rip another one. But what I do want to talk about is the executive orders because there's been a lot of chatter about it. Lauren VD West in the chat says executive orders are coming later. Why does everyone think he should have said it in his speech? Now, this is, of course, something I wanted to discuss in today's video. Like I said, I want to show you guys all of the possibilities, all of the probabilities, and show you guys what is most likely. Obviously, there is a great argument to be made by Laren. Trump can't list the thousands of executive orders that he wants to do on a 30-minute day one inauguration speech. So again, I do think that we should slow down a little bit and say, hey, look, okay, let's give this guy at least another 12 hours. It's still day one. He's been in office officially for about 20 minutes as of the time of this live stream. So yes, let's slow down. The Bitcoin Stacker of Last Resort says, there are 200 executive orders to sign tonight. The strategic stockpile is a part of that. Could not agree more, my friend. We got some roasting happening in the chat. I need to be careful what comments I can share. I don't think I can put comments of profanities on the live stream. So again, if you want to roast me just without the swear words, and I'll put your comment up. I would have liked to see a mention of Bitcoin. To Wheels' 83's comments. Okay, again, let's slow down. Let's slow down. I'm expecting we're going to see some more speeches tonight about Bitcoin. I do think it's pretty interesting that the price of Bitcoin just doesn't really care right now. We've officially finished 2024. If I show you guys the chart of Bitcoin, we can see Bitcoin does not care about politics. Bitcoin is a self-sovereign standalone asset. It's up 180% in 2023. It closed the year up 151% in 2024, and we've already started this year off to a green start, despite the volatility that has wrecked a lot of traders. Again, if I were to show you guys the price of some of these altcoins that have been absolutely smoked over the past 48 hours, I mean, have a look. Some of the biggest altcoins, I tried to grab some of the more popular ones. This one, Helium, for example, down 56% from its all-time high in the past couple of months. Let's see where Dogecoin's at. A lot of people are saying, okay, Dogecoin isn't completely dumping. One of the most famous gaming altcoins, Superfarm, down 60%. What I will say is, guys, I think a lot of the doom and gloom kind of porn all over Twitter right now, talking about Trump's rug pull, is more people who are bleeding and people who are hurting in altcoins. Okay, we can see here WIF, one of the biggest gainers of 2024, is down 70%. Again, Trump's altcoin shenanigans pretty much sucked the liquidity out of all of the trash, all of the altcoins, and it flowed into these new altcoins, these new meme coins that Trump is spinning up. Soil down 88% from its all-time high in 2024. So a lot of these high-flying altcoins have been absolutely smoked. I think that's the signal you guys should be paying attention to. Bitcoin's at an all-time high today. It's at $103,000. Bitcoin's completely unaffected by the shenanigans over the past 48 hours. Bitcoin's at 103K. Yes, it's been volatile. Don't get me wrong. Have a look at that. It's a volatile chart. The price of Bitcoin is all over the place. Now, I do agree that a Trump pump is incoming. I do think that if we zoom out a little bit, buying Bitcoin today at 102,000 is probably going to look pretty good in a couple of weeks, couple of months' time. It's 3 a.m. in Australia, and Greg Wilson, a fellow Australian, is tuning in from the Philippines. Good to see you, Greg. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Thank you for the kind words, Sage. What I will say is that things are really volatile right now. Okay, a lot of people are really scared of all of the volatility. We've looked at the price on a chart for a lot longer than we usually do today, and that's because I've seen a lot of people scared, a lot of people selling their Bitcoin, a lot of people not sure what they're doing, a lot of people confused that some of their favorite exchanges are having some outages with all of this really high volatility. Again, I think it's a great time to remind you guys, if you don't hold your own keys to your Bitcoin, you don't hold your own Bitcoin, do not trust an exchange. I always encourage you guys, take self-custody of those very precious 12 or 24 words that backs up your Bitcoin generational wealth. I always encourage you guys to stamp those puppies onto some titanium, like the plates I have for you guys. These are the titanium plates from Stampseed. Again, there's been a lot of chaos in America recently. We've seen fires break out all across California. How many homes burned? Millions. Okay? What happens to Bitcoin hardware wallets in the thousands, tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands of homes that tragically burned down over the past month? Gone, gonzo. Their Bitcoin's gone unless it was backed up on the titanium plates that you can get from Stampseed. Okay, if I jump on over to their website, you guys can see that these puppies are not only easy to use with Thor's hammer, but they also survive fire. They survive hurricanes. They survive acid. They survive being at the bottom of the ocean for 12 months. The guys at Stampseed have actually done that test. They've tested these things 5 ways to Friday. And let me tell you, they are the best option for your generational wealth. So I always encourage you guys to use Stampseed. You can even get a 15% discount of anything you want to buy from Stampseed with a promo code Luke15. That's always linked down below in the description. And I think that's the signal. Take custody of your Bitcoin. When you own your own Bitcoin and you know it's going to be secured for generations, you can zoom out from all of the noise with the election, all of the Trump dropping shit coins, all of the chaos, all of the madness that's gone on over the past 48 hours. Trump talking about a Great Depression. Are we going to see a Great Depression? Has the Biden administration handed the Trump administration a ticking time bomb? That's probably going to be a topic for another video. I'm going to keep this live stream super short, super sweet, and leave you guys with a message. Please, for the love of God, hold your own Bitcoin, custody your own Bitcoin, ignore the politics, slow down before we completely roast Donald Trump. Don't hold his feet up to the hot fire just yet. Yes, I hate politicians more than most people. It's why I don't have a home country. I couldn't trust a politician as far as I could throw one. But again, I've seen a lot of attacking of politicians. I've seen a lot of people angry. Let's give the man a few more days. It's day one. It's crazy. It's chaos. Speaking of chaos and craziness, I have a flight, an international flight that leaves from Colombia to Peru in around 3 hours and 50 minutes. And as of the time of this live stream, I do not even have a suitcase. So I have to run around the corner, cross my fingers and toes, and pray that my suitcase is fixed so I can pack all of my shit in the next 30 minutes and race to the airport. So I'm going to keep this one super short, super sweet. Maybe you're going to get another little 10-minute live stream over on the bitcoinnews.com YouTube channel if I don't have any more problems with my suitcase, talking about why what's happened over the past 48 hours, I believe, increases the probability that we see a Bitcoin super cycle in this next 12 months, in 2025. I think the probabilities of $1 million Bitcoin have just been increased, and it actually does have to do a lot with Trump's shitcoining 48-hour phase. It's a little bit of a hypothetical. It's a little bit of an interesting rabbit hole. But again, if you guys want to hear my explanation and my crazy hypothesis for why that could be true, I'm going to hopefully, again, time depending, I'm going to be going live in about 10 minutes, hopefully, over on the bitcoinnews.com YouTube channel. Again, today's a crazy day. I apologize. And my throat's really bad. I'm sick. It's been a big, crazy week at the conference this week. All I will say is thank you to everyone who tuned in, to the 708 of you guys between Twitter and YouTube. I always appreciate you guys. Thank you to everyone who came and said g'day at the Medellin Bitcoin conference. And I might see you guys in a few minutes' time. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to keep this live stream short and sweet for you guys.